And this is very important. It's more lawsuits against that Middle Eastern man. He just communicated claiming he thought I started this when these people had falsely put their name in the Bernard and Doris movie, which is an unauthorized movie. It is not a factual historic movie. The activity of this Middle Eastern man and his daughter fabricating that he thought I would marry his daughter, that's never going to happen. Not never. I would never marry a Middle Easterner. Another thing of importance, this Middle Eastern man and his political ties to Germans and the hostage history of these people holding me hostage in Indianapolis is a violation of law. The fact of the abuses that went on during the time of being in Indianapolis, the fact of them kidnapping me from my mother and father's mansions, obviously the situation of law is not being handled correctly. That Middle Eastern man just tried to make up some type of hate accusations. These people fabricated against me. I have never had nothing to do with them. They have been stalking me, terrorizing my life, stealing from me, and these people have tried to fabricate ways of accusing me of their problems with their country and with their Middle Eastern leader. I am not responsible for anything about that person. I have nothing to do with that person. That person trespassed into Beverly Hills. That person had been banned from Beverly Hills before. And the man is working in the CIA, and he's tied in with the CIA in Indianapolis, Indiana, and the FBI. I have nothing to do with that Middle Eastern man. I won't have nothing to do with them or their fucking family. I have nothing to do with none of them. They are trying to steal. They are thieves. They are liars. They are such bad goddamn people. They are such bad goddamn liars, these Middle Easterners that are trying to steal from me. They must get prosecuted. I won't have nothing to do with them. It is my rights as an American to have my rights of freedom and independence not to be associated with these individuals. They are violating the royal protocol in the media, which has nothing to do with their Middle Eastern royal. It has nothing to do with their government history. It has nothing to do with their ties to the Nazi Party. It outranks them. It is a documentation of my identity and my ownership of property and land and companies in America. These people that are playing this game, that are conspiring with these Middle Easterners and these Germans, must get prosecuted for violations of business law, historic law, and factual laws of America. I have nothing to do with them. They are liars. They are satellite controllers. They are conspiring. They are physically assaulting me. They have been hitting me in the face and teeth. I have nothing to do with them. I won't have nothing to do with them. And it's my rights as an American not to be associated with any of their people or their scams or their tricks or their abuses. They do not have a right trying to make me into a pawn of their game. I do not have nothing to do with them. My parents did not have nothing to do with them. And I am not obligated to have anything to do with them at all. And there must be court cases in reference to their accusations, the activity of them physically assaulting me, their people trying to rape me, these government Germans and their Middle Eastern party and their other people that are tied in with their sex crimes organization of them trying to rape or trying to mutilate or them forging documents trying to steal from me. I have nothing to do with them. They must get charged. That is the facts of law. The procedures of law are not being handled correctly. There needs to be an evaluation of what laws and what procedures have not been followed by the courts, what procedures have not been followed by law enforcement in reference to stopping these people from harassing me and terrorizing me, and their people blocking me from my mother and father's mansions, and then blocking me from the estates of my parents. They have no blood ties. These people tried to steal sperm. They do not. There's the royal protocol in the media is a prenup document. I have nothing to do with these illegitimate children that these people stole when they had injured me and they stole my sperm. These people must get prosecuted. I have nothing to do with them. They must get prosecuted for human trafficking of sperm. They must get prosecuted for human trafficking crimes of sexual rape and abuse. And they must get prosecuted for holding me hostage and denying my birth records and the records of my mother and father and the guidelines of financial monies that my parents had allowed for me. These people are blocking me from the allowance that my parents had set up for me, and these government people must get prosecuted for trying to manipulate and slandering my character. Their activity of physical assault and sexual assault, and their activity of human torture crimes, and their activity of trying to steal sperm and genetics and trying to tie themselves into my family with their activities of stealing my sperm, they must get prosecuted no matter what. I have nothing to do with them, and they must get prosecuted. They are violating the laws of Elliot Ness. They are violating deeds laws and property laws, and they're violating aviation laws with their crimes of satellite surveillance and their abuses, and they're violating financial laws in reference to deprivation and the activity of them stealing my money and accusing me of their financial problems. These people must get prosecuted for their hate crimes, financial crimes, and fatal attraction and 7 deadly sins, and they must get charged for their helter-skelter crimes and financial abuses and the activity of them trying to steal my identity and holding me hostage, and their people who are living off of monies they stole from me.